This is what it looks like to have an old dude trying to navigate the angry pixies on the interwebs.
You gotta watch Victory Concrete, man.
I've seen him. I've seen him. I watch him a lot. I like that guy. Oh, did you see that? Oh, you're driving away from it. That sunrise was good. I gotta go move a barrel off my truck. We gotta get the office finished so we can have a table and a desk and use the kitchen as a kitchen. Okay, wait till we're with this, and then push the spring divider or spring guide off of off this, and then the spring had wound these away, grind these away.
Okay.
So I had to borrow those for Cambridge to get them qualifying tonight. So we may have to get the trigonometry machine out and add some material and smooth them out. If we don't have any, I'll look for some, but I don't think we have any.
Okay. You just switched off the spring divider?
I just found
so it's just too small now. It slips past it.
Yeah, it pushes past it. So that's that.
Press that back in.
And I'm praying, but I don't think I have anything.
Well, we probably should just replace it with new ones if we have it out now.
All right,
I can go meet him. You can go meet Mr. Mike Kim.
I gotta go unload a barrel.
We had a part, well, Wayne wanted to see if we could make it work, but...
Is there nitrogen still in this motherfucker?
Yeah, there is.
It's gushing.
Yeah. So we kind of told him, I don't know if we can fix it, but we'd give it a try.
Morning. Morning, how you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Good.
Black spray paint, no parking in this with the arrow that says parking.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
So I have to yell, so I'll have to carry him. Where are they? Where's my coffee?
It's cold in the morning.
Oh.
When I turned on the car, it said 32.
We're all from the desert, bro. We don't do cold.
But we wait for a couple customers. Usually they're late. Other than that, we're working on a shock that was damaged. Got 2 more shocks that we got to work on. So right now we're just working on shocks until our customers come. That's the plan. Shocks all day long.
Well, you didn't put no makeup on this morning?
I haven't showered in 3 days.
You have a flip off?
I do.
I'll go handle that real quick.
Bird. No wrist this morning.
Oh, this ain't nothing for you, dude.
I don't have a race car. How's it going, man? How are you today?
Good. Morning, Wayne.
Morning. How are you? Trying to be here before you call us. We can be like, Wayne, where you at? Is that going to happen, you think?
No.
Okay. We got slept in. I think it was 5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Is there another pad? There it is. We're running.
Like it hurt rattling.
What's that?
It hurt rattling. It runs okay. It runs okay. The lifter's got a little noise in them, but
Yeah, it's just an
always get the jitters before race day. You don't think about all the shit that could go wrong.
What's that noise?
Yeah, exactly.
And then for the first 50 miles, what's that new noise? And then you just on.
Yeah.
Okay, old guy syndrome.
Yep.
Ryan
Taylor.
Taylor. I know that.
You don't have to retire as a planting tire.
What?
I know. He's just mad at me because I was picking on him about not having the bathroom done yet.
I was kind of pissed. He gave me shit, so guess what he got back?
Yeah, I got shit back.
Shop's looking better. Put a lot of work into it.
Whatever.
Let's write the spring down first. I know we've done this before. I'm going to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
200. Do you know the lower? Do you know you don't know the lower?
2,335, 0 something, 00S.
I'm going to say 300. It's not 400. So the way to read that number is it's 20 inch long spring.
Right.
3.75 IV. And I think this is, we're going to say 300 on this, but it may be 200. I don't know, but it's something. If I can
I
find
thought
the
they were all
number.
the same, honestly, for some reason. I thought the front and the rear were the same on it.
And what's the rear on that one?
It's a 300, I think, on the rear.
Yeah, that would be the same.
Do we know what the springs are, Chad?
Shoot, same as last year. They were on there.
They were.
I know that one's probably not because it came, the eyelet broke off and rushed and came through, and that's why it's all beat up.
Okay.
I shouldn't say anything, but Chad said the same thing. Because Wayne told me when they get cold, they start to leak.
Yeah, the Vitons
I'm
can.
surprised he didn't tell you that.
Well, when they don't put Viton in snowmobile stuff, they use only Buna because, and razors and stuff that people drive during the summer and they have them rebuilt, and the race guy goes, I'm going to put Viton to this race parts and it's all good, better. And then they leave the razor in their garage, and it gets -3 or 4, and also there's puddles on the ground because the Viton doesn't deal with cold. So that's why Viton is better for heat, but it's not good for cold. So if you're going to deal with cold, like you do a Jeep or you do some play vehicle, you don't do Viton. Unless they're going to see hot, long time, hot temperatures.
Don't tell me it's right, because I don't have to deal with it.
He asked me.
He had the right answer already.
I know.
Because he was told.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know who
nobody
called.
knows shit. Everybody that thinks they know anything learned it from somebody.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
So no matter where you learned it, that people think you're smart. You ain't smart. You just learned something from somebody who could remember it.
Right.
I
Smart
can't
enough
remember
to ask
anything.
questions.
Smart enough to ask questions.
I can't remember anything. So what is it? 6 times, and it's a habit. I think it's six repetitions.
I got a lot of habits.
I got a couple more races to go, though.
A couple more races to go.
With cocaine and adrenaline, it's one. It's the same drug, you know that, right? I learned long ago it's way cheaper to be a dealer than an addict.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, it's all moving.
Wayne will be a lot cheaper and easier to find out.
That's why those boxes are painted white. They work with their eyes. It's been like a year or something.
Something like that. You couldn't wait till see you. I had to have him already yell at me.
You had to have what?
You already yelled at me.
I did?
Yeah,
I
I
did.
had to move.
So why do people park right in front of the door?
Because I had tools in the back of the truck. You told me I couldn't use your tools last year.
Well, why'd you bring your tools? I wanted to yell at you for using my tools.
Can't fucking win.
Here, take that.
How old are you? How long did it take to figure that out?
A year?
I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, me and Corey started bitching right away, and they never quit until we got here. I can drive it like an idiot already.
Dude, I was thinking we needed to go faster to clear that. And I was like,
Yeah, I was doing like, what, 15 mile an
I
hour?
thought the same, but he hit the brakes and then dove right into it, and I felt it.
I didn't hit the brakes, but I didn't accelerate fast enough to pop it. So
Yeah.
I came out of it with the front end like a Billy.
Happy.
Okay, so the biggest complaint I would say is when we switch to go back to the East Coast, it's not bouncy, it's like it beats you to death for one. And even in the small stuff, it's beating us to death.
So
But it eats whoops great.
it's just too stiff.
Is that what it is? Just too
Well,
stiff?
I mean, we might, because so it's still the way you raise Crandon and all the adjustments you made to do that, right?
We never did anything at Crandon.
Oh, so is it good back there and bad here?
Yes, it feels good at Crandon because
Crandon's just a jump, you know, there's no chatter, there's no
single ear
whoops.
vents, really
Yes,
easy to
right.
handle everything.
It can take that good.
Okay,
It's just everything from there down, I would say, is
so the high speed event, high speed, small amplitude events were really,
yeah,
because big whoops, boom, boom.
I can eat big
goes
whoops
through.
pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, and square edge stuff sends the backhand.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like growing up dirt bikes. It feels like we got an A kit on a B driver. Like that makes sense.
Too stiff.
It's too stiff. That's the best. Because I do the same thing.
Sure,
like,
yeah, that's how it feels.
right now where it's at right now, if we don't revalve, but we adjust, we can know that. So when we go back to those certain races, we can.
Uh-oh. I feel a lesson coming.
Your car, not mine. So low speed's full closed.
Okay.
So there's your first problem, Mike.
Okay.
Get on top of the whoops. This car's just,
Skateboard.
it's
Drive like a
just-
skateboard
yep.
going across the truncated domes outside off on
Right when you're trying to get on top, you're almost on top, but it's just beating the dog shit out of you.
front low speed is
That's what
3
I felt.
clicks out.
It's looking good so far.
That's good. That's what we like to hear.
I'm not a device, so you could maybe use our. Will you take a second and look at good used crap parts? All this stuff there used to be separated fairly well in Fox Off-Road, Fox Power Sports. Now it's just shut down.
There's some of that crap you cannot put on.
Hey, well, I guarantee, I promise you that you will see it. That you will see it before it goes out. But it is awesome.
I was thinking about it. What you need to do is you need to get more about one story, because there's so many different stories that you can.
Part 2, 3, and 4.
Well, but I mean, you talk about just like you could talk an hour about one Baja 1000.
Tonight?
Depends on how many cocktails. Yeah, well, no, I've got a big bottle over there that we put a dent in.
Tonight. Okay, the front high speed was 6.
And you could talk about when I stripped it up.
I don't know if they say something funny. God. I don't know. There'll probably be a King of the Hammers compilation. That's kind of what all this stuff is. It's just the chaos of the King of the Hammers
But
day.
he's got to find it. That's what he's looking
Some
at.
funny shit happens when I blow a gasket and things happen. Right, yeah. And I wish I could have. I wish I could video all the time, because some funny shit has happened. Like I blew a gasket yesterday, and it would have been hilarious to have on video. But
That would be awesome.
we'll get what we can.
Fixing the well, fucking around with that.
But I know they've had them.
But
It's up in Santa Maria.
okay, let's go look at that one.
Hey, we had fun getting here anyway.
It was a blast.
Find good water.
We went around it.
Oh, good, good.
But yeah, we-
good. Smart man.
Yeah. I should have wore more clothes.
California, it's not cold.
I know.
You wear my hat.
Cat
Thank
wore
you,
it.
sir.
It's not cold to you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you need my notes that you did last year or 2 years ago? Because I wasn't here last year.
We're going to do it again. Because I would like to see him, but yeah, but we're going to do it again. As soon as he backs out, I want you in there. And we'll do it. And Luis, my main man, will do it for you. And the reason I want to do it again is because if anything's starting to sag, broken springs, it will show.
I used to let Nick.
Well, I think I'm a little soft in the rear with a full tank. I know that. But yeah, I'll go grab those notes for you.
Once somebody pukes in your helmet, just don't let anybody eat your helmet.
Last time, Jimmy being a doctor, he wrote all this shit down.
Oh yeah.
You can't read it,
Yeah.
but he wrote the shit
He
down.
wrote it down.
Perfect.
I know. I'm just messing with him.
You should see
He's
my
pissed.
hand.
He's pissed. He's not here this year.
Yeah.
Did you shoot it?
Do what?
Did you shoot that piece of paper? How'd that hole get there?
Oh, you never can tell. This stays in the shop.
That
so
looks
it
like a
might-
177. Not a 22, it's a bit small.
Well, I don't have 177. I got 22.
Somebody got bored with the drill.
I see.
That's what
Now that could have very well happened.
Well, I think it just has those small misalignments on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can change that out to a bigger island. You can run misalignments on it.
You can start when you pull them. You'll see a stress in there in the black. And
We take them and
as
take
soon as
them.
it stresses, get them out of there.
That's a good idea.
It's coming off.
They ripped off and rushed, and that's what happened. Shut down for years.
That's it. Everywhere else whoops everything else. But it's better because more inertia, and, keeps steady plane across the whoops and tired.
Well, I know
moving
we
down
did go
easier.
up on the springs lap
Yeah.
whenever we did it.
Okay, but I want to do it again.
Okay.
You got excited and smiled. I was right.
I've never seen you smile.
Only when I'm right.
When you say
It ain't much.
rough, when you say it's rough, you mean that every now and then it just hits you in the back. It's not like rough driving.
No,
along.
not all the time. I could feel. It felt like it was bottoming.
Josh and Rusty were the exact same way. Try that. I think we're gonna pull it back bypasses, but I want to try that and see if it's better. My problem is the tubes are closed too much. So I don't have a problem with that, except for it may. How do I put this? It may cause the little stuff to not be so nice, right? And it may stop the bad, so there might be too big a trade-off. Like if that tube's open far further and we get bypass flow, the little stuff is still nice. It doesn't make extra force, all this stuff, but then you get into the catch zones and it just builds force better. We don't have that big, because the only thing that's rough in this car at all is when it gets to the bottom.
Right.
And even then, it's not terrible until you hit one that's too big and then it tries to go ass over. But you find the more and more we solve that, get to the bottom, less ass over happens. Obviously, it'll always happen. You can always get them to do that, but we're reducing that, Okay.
Yeah, if you'll just get on it, I can get on it now.
Big ones though. I don't know.
Not completely on it. Flip your around, see if that helps you. Give it a try. There you go.
I need to see that paperwork.
Do you have a preference on which fuel you want in the car and stuff?
Or just full? Which fuel? Yeah. Nah, maybe not full, but like 3/4-ish.
Okay.
It needs to have enough that it's loaded. I don't want it empty.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be full. You only race full for the first 5 or 10 miles, and then you're not full, and then you put 5 or 10 miles out of the pit.
Yeah.
You race way more between like
half tank's usually
3/4
ideal,
and
right?
a quarter, and that's kind of where we want. So I want more than half.
Okay, more than half.
Yeah.
Sweet.
'Cause I don't care if it gets a little stiff when it gets light, but I really care if you're heavy and you hit a G out and then you end your race. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have it 3/4-ish or so.
Sweet.
A little more is okay. A little less is okay, but somewhere in there.
Well, yeah, just give me a text, and I'll be over here then.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
How's your trip going so far?
Good.
Heavy bastards.
Those are heavy? Come on, man. Those aren't heavy.
No?
Hell no.
So what do I gotta get to be heavy?
What are we doing with you?
Bypass.
That's right. I better go do springs. In the Fox trailer. Bench is here. Door is here. John marking. Larry Rossler standing there. We're talking, we're bullshitting. Some of my old four guys want to come down, so there's this Samurai, like with 18-inch 2.5 coilovers, and it was trying to. It was just no business being a Placer City shock tuning the Fox. Like we should have been out here making it work for this. So, but we were doing everything. I was trying to take care of customers, make a good impression. This is the first time he'd been out when I actually worked there. Coilovers in. I have no idea who's done it. I don't know anything. I just doing what I normally do, and I just forget to worry about when you don't know when a coilover is done. You don't top the piston. You pour some oil out, cover it. And I just hit it with nitrogen, and I watched a 3-inch or 2.5-inch column of oil come up like this, and it was nasty, smelled like fish, old crappy oil, and it comes up like this and goes. Wastes us all, and Larry's like literally dripping, and John literally dripping, and I'm literally dripping with this nasty oil, and John just goes, "Fucking Wayne," and then his Raptor goes hauling ass down Evan-Gates Highway, and he's gone. I didn't see him until the next day when I came out. I'm really sorry, you know. And Larry comes back and goes to his truck, comes back. No oil, his hair is clean, he's got new clothes on. I'm like, we finished the day, but good impressions. How to make friends and influence people.
10:23.
About that time. Won't you?
To be honest with you, I probably
Wasn't there?
not look at that value. That's,
It's all right.
wow.
We still love you.
Thank you.
Nut.
You want a nut?
Anytime you offer me your nut.
I get out of here.
You know, cashew's not a nut though.
Really?
Cashew's an apple seed.
Huh?
Look right now on your phone, cashew apple.
Oh.
And if he proves me bullshit, we're deleting this.
Delete it.
Is it? Dana, did you get the limit straps tight?
Nope, but I need that other wrench to do it.
just putting nitrogen. Well, I'm putting nitrogen in the shocks. We took the nitrogen out to make it easier to put the shocks back in. So now we're just putting nitrogen back in. Set the preload measurement, and then let's see where the car is sitting at. Hopefully we can go test it.
We're gonna have a little meeting out here with your car, and we're gonna say these will fit or crap.
Okay.
But I think they'll fit.
Okay. Jonathan Dawes. That's who you are. Yep. We'll get you handled. Don't worry.
I thought I'd give you a credit card number, but if not, I don't care. I mean, we'll just take care of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tried to run from him, but Wayne's been to my house before, so I was like, and
Damn it.
he'll send the cartel after me. Yeah.
Hey, I know what I did wrong.
Still nitrogen on it.
Opposite.
What happens when everybody stands around and talks to you?
That's fine. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, all you.
That's what I said. There's still nitrogen.
Yeah, there's still nitrogen.
That's assault.
That's spitting in the face.
That's assault. That is.
Ooh.
That's
You
crime.
run yourself, bud.
And if you're spitting in somebody's face, obviously.
Yummy.
All that mesh,
Trying to hurt.
metal shavings or whatever.
That's a rubber bumper that we always dig out.
Rubber baby.
Because it gets destroyed and then gets everywhere in your truck. This broke, and then it forced this up, and then these were rubbing on the springs, so these are now not big enough to support this under load. So I have to make these shoulders a little bigger, gotta weld them. So those pieces I was working on are these little retainers here that keep this guide from sliding up when the spring divider hits it. And so it seemed to work. I just had to add some more material because they had gotten ground away from the springs rubbing on them after this piece broke loose. And so just added the material, smoothed them out, and now it seems to be holding good.
When I first got this car, I would have had to work my every
Yeah. Crazy thing.
Hey, come down a little bit more.
Come on down. More.
Be down there.
3/4 to 1.5 gravel whoops.
Whoops, yeah, that'd be bad.
And you destroy drive shafts, like literally. Every year somebody tries to go haul ass through there and the drive shaft comes outside. Because, you know, every now and then there's a rock like this and it'll click
Gets in there and gone.
It'll just hit the U-joint wrong.
Yep.
Throw the drive shaft. Little town off the 3 where there's a Chemex station. We always stop for, you know, soda or something there on the way down, and they have a nice parking lot. So he gets in there. He gets in there and we hear him go up over the hill and out of sight, and then immediately on the radio, transmission's bad. And we're like, shit, everybody stops packing up and we start getting ready to go in, and then James comes on the radio. Nope, we're good, it's good, it's good, good, it's good. And we're like, and then Warren, I was in the truck with Warren, I said, I think he drives a reverse manual.
Oh.
What? and Rob's is standard manual, right? So we get done, and we went like we had time. We splashed him with an 11-gallon of gas just to make sure we had enough to get down in, and we had a lot of time. We come in, and we were actually able to see him roll across the finish, which is rare. Usually you have to haul ass in your leg.
To make it, yeah.
We were able to go congratulate him to ask James. Neutral, huh? He never said anything. He smiled.
I can't say anything. I just did it when we went out there.
Yeah, I know. I forgot that, but you did, didn't you?
Oh, one too many.
But, and I'm not judging you, but if you, I always just figure if I'm going to spend 50 grand to do this, and
Might as well go the best.
and I'm sitting on the side of the road because of 5-cent part that I really easily could have, you know, maybe $5.
That's my biggest thing.
Hey, you were in that conversation with my wife before we came. I said, I don't know, like shock tune. I'm like, she's like, you have to have it. I was like, it's kind of like magic dust. You don't know until you get it, and then you're like, oh shit, that's way better. Like, but how do you explain that to somebody? Like, you know, hey, I don't know this. I need to spend money on this.
My biggest thing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, how often does stuff break, like shims and such? Not a smart ass question, but
You could just see the look in his face when you.
I know he's got lots of them. So that was my thinking. In my mind, this is what I'm worried about more than fluid change. Yeah. It's the what ifs. What all season beating on the shots. What ifs.
The car runs really, and it's just gotten really soft. Yeah, so here's what I'll say is typically we don't overcook shocks. Typically what we do is we rock peck the shaft and the seal goes bad.
Yeah. Right.
Or we go racing in the mud and then we don't clean the mud out, and then the dirt gets into the shock because the dirt will work its way through the seal.
Right, of course.
And that's what happens. And they're good. They're really good. But eventually, you know, you've all been around hydraulics.
Oh yeah.
You open a wiper seal on a hydraulic and it's packed so full on a hydraulic cylinder on a tractor or a dump truck, and it's packed so full of mud you have to pick it out before you can even start working on the bearing.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
What are you looking for?
Very small little metal ball.
How about this one?
Is there one in there? I know it's just right now fell on the ground.
And Wayne just walks right in there. Damn it, Wayne.
No, I tried to look.
Just fell.
Is this right here?
How small?
1/8 inch. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. So that's one.
That's one. That's all I need.
That was one.
Give me that magnet. There's something shiny right there.
That wasn't it there.
There's lots of iron in this.
Oh, that's glass. That wasn't a ball there. Because I grabbed it and there was no ball.
All the little rocks. Stuck in the bottom of those vans right there.
He comes limping in one day. And the day I met Dave, he had blown his knee out, and he was walking around with a piece of rebar as a crutch. And I said, "Oh, you hurt your knee again?" He said, "No, I ran every hammer trail yesterday." No, you didn't. Yeah, we ran every hammer trail yesterday. And I'm like, who? And I don't remember exactly. I think it was Rob Risk and Off-Road Joe. And I'm like, well, why would you do that? He says, me and Jeff Knoll, because he was also a neighbor, and he was becoming a friend. Wasn't a friend really yet, but I'd known him and we were doing some stuff. He lives over in Menifee by Newport and Marietta or Menifee Road up there. Yeah. Okay. So the Menifee Market down that road right toward Newport. So he lives there. Yeah. Marietta Road. Yep. So he lived out there, and we were looking. I was looking for measurements one day. He said, "I live close to you," and then we started to come friends. So I knew he was. And Dave's like, "Me and Jeff got this thing going." And I'm like, "What?" He said, "We're gonna have the racing run every hammer trail." I'm like, "No, you're not. Nobody can do every hammer trail in a day."
They don't have a mouth.
He said, "Yeah, I just did." I'm like, "Okay." I got the GPS coordinates to prove it. And they'd run every hammer trail to get GPS coordinates to top and bottom and all that stuff, so they could tell the people how to go. And he showed it to me, and it was a bunch of coordinates, but I didn't take the time to put on a map or do anything. I didn't care. I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let's get to work." So we worked on his car. I don't appreciate any more of it. A week later, 2 weeks later, he's like, "What are you doing?" He calls me on a Wednesday. "What are you doing tomorrow?" "Working." "Well, get your Jeep and get to the hammers. I got this thing going on." I'm like, "Jeeps and pieces." I can't, not by tomorrow. He's like, oh. Well, I got one guy who needs a co-driver that is a midget, is pretty cool, and knows the hammers pretty well. I'm like, well, I'm a midget, and I know the hammers. 2 out of 3. He's like, you're in. So I drive out here the early morning. I show up at 5. Surprisingly, Wayne shows up somewhere at 5 a.m. And Scott's not there, and his name is Scott Ellinger. I've never met him. So I find his car, and I just wait. And pretty soon, some guy peels himself out of the trailer and comes out, start working. And I walk up, hey Scott, I'm Wayne. I'm supposed to ride with you. I don't know you. Or he said, I don't have anything bad to say about you, so I think you're okay. I'm like, okay, thanks. He said, oh, and you got to bolt your seat in. And only 3 of the bolts line up, but it's okay. The seatbelt will hold you in.
I don't know why, but I like the name of that.
So, okay, I'll come see you in a second. I'm telling a story.
I'm working over here.
So I'm like, okay, so I bolted in with 3 bolts, and I get in, and I think we actually didn't have enough fuel, so we were gonna strap a fuel can to the car, and Dave's like, don't strap a fuel can, I'll put it here, don't worry, I'll get you gas, and he did. He got us gas to where we needed gas, and so fortunately we didn't have to do the hammer trails, and we all lined up across the lake bed, and Dave dropped his arms, and one of the photographer guys mooned us, and we hauled ass. And I can remember, you know, Scott had a 302 out of a Mustang in that car, and you know, there's no window nets. I was the only one in the whole race wearing a helmet. Maybe Jack Graff wear a helmet. Maybe. And,
open face?
What? Oh yeah, mine. No, it was half shell.
It was one of the white half shells?
Yeah, it was one of the white half shells. So I'll be there in a minute. Just set them in there. So we haul ass across the lake bed, and the dust, you know, it's a bunch of V8s, no suspension, 2-inch air shocks, maybe that much air travel, no suspension. So I know there's bushes and stuff at the end of the lake bed, and dust comes, and
I'll break that fucker in half.
we know intercoms, full noise, can't see, full noise, can't see, still full noise. It's probably the first time I was ever scared in a race car. And we got through it, and we got out, and we went around and got hung up, cut a tire somewhere. I put like 20 patches or 20 plugs in a tire and kept going, and the tire eventually went flat again, and we were going up Devil's Slide, and in the car there's no airflow, and so and he was really having to go like first gear, low range. The seat caught on fire, smoldering underneath me, and I'm up off the seat trying to put it out and not get burnt. And then we on the downhill side, the muffler cooled down and the exhaust cooled down, and it didn't burn, so I sat back down, and we go down. And then we get to Wrecking Ball, and somebody's broke down on the main, or rolled over on the main line, and somebody's broke down on the right line, and so I'm like, hey, I can go far right up that slab and drive around. And he's like, really? I'm like, we got a flat right. And I'm like, front right. And I'm like, I do it in my stock mod. Just go. And he's like, okay. And Scott Ellinger in his Ultra, I'm like, he goes, and he has to rear steer, and we get up, and we got up and drive around. And I think Mustard Dog or Hobie Smith was mad at us because we kind of started sliding down into his car, and somebody was working on it. We didn't see. Sorry. They get out of the way. We keep driving. We finish with a flat tire.
Full throttle?
Was it with a flat tire?
Do you have any spares?
We didn't have any spares. I think we borrowed a tire from Scott's friend off of my. No, I didn't have my stock mod. That was the next race. So we came in on a flat tire, 90 miles an hour across the lake bed, 2 inches of suspension with a flat tire front right. We came in, we were 6th. Yeah, everything was good, but that was the OG my experience.
You ordered pizza?
2 hours ago.
They're usually quick. Today's probably a lot busier though. Saturday. Heat them up on there. Blackstone.
Yep. Good.
The right lane is rough, the left lane is not.
I must have been left.
Yeah.
Because I did the right lane when I went back out for that second run.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely right. I did it, it soaked it up. It bumped once over there.
Since you saw your car last, I've seen 42. I don't remember shit.
I don't remember shit. We'll rewrite it down.
So I asked Lewis where your little tablet was keeping notes for everybody's cars.
Right there, you're standing on it. Stretch it out. Chris Pivot, that's what I was looking for. Okay, pencil us in for Tuesday. If you have another cancellation prior to that, we'd be interested, thanks. Okay, there's space on Sunday and Monday. Whoever I was reading that for.
There was one, he goes, oh, that was a good one. And I said, yeah, but it took
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, Wayne's a better co-driver. And if you can't admit that, then you're fucked up.
How many times did you tell him to go faster?
He did, he told me a couple times.
Okay.
He's like,
That's
okay,
all I
get it.
say in the
Okay,
car.
go. Okay, get
Go.
it.
You're horrible. You're the opposite. A co-driver needs to be the calm one.
I am very calm until he drives like a little wuss, and I'm like,
I
let's
save
go.
the car. Always. I'm the car.
Anyway, I was tired and was gonna have a beer, and I poured the footing all first and then doweled it into the floor so that it's like an umbrella footing, umbrellas, so that, and there's grade beams. And I was sitting there and I leaned back against a building like this, you know, because I wanted to rest. Kind of felt something on my shoulder, and then somebody shot me. I swear to God.
Really?
Like,
that bad?
Like, nobody was here, and I'm like, and I get it off, and I squished whatever it was. It was tiny, so I just squished it and rolled it in my fingers. Oh my God, my lips went all tingly. I couldn't feel anything. Got to the motorhome, got the EpiPen. Okay, I'm ready. Old motorhome's parked over there. I sat there.
Let's get home earlier today. No, that's not bad.
But my shoulder, whole arm hurt, and my body hurt. It was weird. Half an hour later, my lips stopped tingling so bad. Still, it just hurt like a knot, like somebody shot me. And next morning, I woke up and there's a bump. But
throughout the week.
EpiPen got rid of it?
I didn't do the EpiPen. I went and got ready. I thought I was going to have an allergic reaction to it.
Oh,
it was
you
just,
never did?
It was just the venom of the scorpion.
They said the smaller ones are the worst, right?
It's a little clear one, and I could find one right now. And it's only about that long, and it's clear. And they say that they're the ones that get you the hardest.
That's what I've heard. The smaller they are, the worse they are.
That's wild.
I was in Mexico, Bay of LA with Rob, and we all got, our own hotel room because we were pre-running before the crowd was so. I went to take a shower, and there's a scorpion in the shower, and I killed it and threw it out. Went back, there's another one in the shower.
Okay.
I don't think I want to shower. I think I'm good. Go smelling. and then I kind of looked around looking for them, and there's a whole bunch of them up on the window.
Oh, really?
And the window in Bay of LA is not a window; it's a hole with a bar or two.
Right, yeah.
They were coming in. That's where they lived, is up on that windowsill, and they were looking for George that I'd killed and fallen in themselves.
You pissed them all off, probably.
Well, once I could see him, I took a shower and I was okay, because I knew where they were.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Stay out of there, fuckers.